I'm about to make some breakfast. Hey, calling out nonsense. Good morning. Salute. I am drinking some Flaridix. Okay. I do 2 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters in the morning. No, I did not brush my teeth. No, I did not wash my face. I just woke up, let's make breakfast, and then I like to make like a whole little routine, but somebody woke up early, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, y'all. I probably tell y'all too much information, but oh, the fuck what? All right, so I'm gonna make some turkey bacon. I'm gonna make some for Shavin. I'm gonna make some pancakes and some fruit for the kids. And for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and make some green beans. It's the same green beans we will be eating later on today for dinner. And I think for dinner tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and make some. I'm kind of in between either spring rolls or making the salmon croquettes and the biscuits. I'm leaning more to the spring rolls because I do have some shiitake mushrooms that I don't want to go bad. So I might be leaning more towards the spring rolls. I know y'all used to me going live later on in the day, but we're gonna switch it up today. I'm also gonna try to go live later on tonight, but I got some things to do, including garnishing somebody. I'm still gonna keep her name private and stuff. Yes, I'm talking about the lady in the blue dress. For those who already know, I got bit in my face. Um, I got bit in my face by somebody around Thanksgiving a couple years ago. She appealed the decision to Superior Court, in which she lost. Even cursed us out in the parking lot. So, didn't learn her lesson at all. And it's crazy because I actually felt bad for her. She was crying. So she took the news kind of hard, but nevertheless, still, proceeded to curse me and my husband out. So it is what it is. But today I will be trying to garnish, and it makes it a lot easier, being as though she told me where she works, and I have her address. All right, so we're gonna cut this right here. I'm not doing no scrap from scratch pancakes. I'm doing some Krusteaz pancakes, even though I miss Aunt Jemima in all of them, okay? But we're gonna do some Krusteaz light and fluffy pancakes. Calling out nonsense, how have you been, my love? I'm going to follow the instructions. It say just add water, so that's what we'll do for the first time, and then I'll mix it up if need be. So I'm gonna do between 18 to 21 pancakes. And that's only because I plan on doing these for today, and the kids can have some for tomorrow when Shavin warms them up. I like to do stuff ahead, and I still like make those muffins, so hopefully I can do that. Let me go get a cup, measuring cup. Give me 1 second. Nobody leave. All right, let me see. I've been good. That's good. That's good. That's really good. I was able to sleep in today. Shavin takes the kids most of the days until he starts working at this new position that he'll be working at, and I'm so excited for him. This is along the lines of what he wants to do. And I have to get the kids into the studio. That's one of my biggest things, is getting the kids into the studio and ready to record some stuff that we've been working on. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Can't tell y'all all the things that are going on, but I can tell y'all some of the stuff. Okay, so we need 3 cups of mix, and we need two 3 cups of mix, 2 cups of cold water. Let's see how these turn out, y'all. Then I'm gonna start with my green beans. So like I told y'all, I am in the process of constantly having my body fasting from something. That's what I'm I'm gonna need more water, y'all. I don't want to go outside and get more water. Hopefully this is 2 cups. But I'm in the process of fasting permanently. That's what I want to do. I don't know how well I'm going to stick to it, but that's what I want to do. Yesterday was hard. I was like, Lord, can I please? I don't want to eat fruits and vegetables all morning. I don't want to wait. I want the sushi back. He was like, no, child. I was like, oh, okay. So we're going to pour this in here. Hopefully this is 2 cups. It's supposed to be cold water, so I put some ice cubes in here. This is 1 cup. It's just about 2. Take a little bit of water from here. There we go. That's 2. That's 2. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and make those spring rolls. I think the kids had hot dogs for lunch. I'm so glad you are garnishing her. People need to learn, despite the current social, y'all know these words, societal environment, there are expectations of adults in this world. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's sad. It's sad because I kind of don't want to, but I kind of feel like I am. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if she hadn't cursed me out in the parking lot, because it was so, like, I could tell that she was crying. She pulled up on me in Chevron, so she obviously was waiting for us to come out. We had walked the other lady to her car already because I think it was just a polite thing to do. So we had walked her to her car, and then for you to wait by my car in the parking lot, and for you to start off, like, it was almost like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. It was like you say that you apologize in one breath, and then you turn around and curse me out in the next breath. And I was so, like, confused. I'm not really confused because I do understand how spirits work somewhat. But it just kind of just to see certain things surface and stuff, certain things that people have a hard time dealing with. I am a trigger for her. I completely understand you lost in court. But even if it was the other way, I still don't think that I would curse you out. And it's crazy because the judge has said, like, you guys are both adults and stuff like that, and to be acting like this, and it's kind of like, in my eyes, I get what she was saying because there's always more that I could have done. But in my eyes, it's kind of like, yo, this lady just bit me in my face. Like, I tried my hardest to just keep calm, especially because I would have lost. Like, I lost out on a lot of things, So I was, in my mind, I usually can look at a whole picture. I might not know all the circumstances and everything that's going to come with it, but I can usually have a good idea looking at a whole picture when I'm entering into a situation, whether to leave it alone or defend myself. And this particular one, I try something different and to leave it alone, like, not be aggressive, not be at that angry black woman where it's kind of like, yo, it don't even have to be that way. I don't know why you came out here. And I think that was proven in court. For someone to apologize to you after everything is said and done, and for you to go out in the parking lot and you have this woman, who apologized and then turns around and curses you out, like, and then follows you in the parking lot. Like I told you, I'm quick on pushing 911 now. Follow you in the parking lot, curse you out, and then, like, things be on camera and you continuously say things that are not true, even though the judge is watching as well, which further hurt your case. I give you the grace of saying, like, you can file for superior court because that's something that you can do. I'm not mad at that because, if it was me, I probably would do the same thing. But to curse us out in the parking lot, it kind of was like, yo, you learn absolutely nothing. And I wanted to go back in the court and be like, hey, judge, could y'all take a look at the cameras and see this lady, like, proceeding to yell and disrespect me and stuff like that, so you could fully see who be starting, because the judge don't know none of us. The judge don't know neither one of us from a can of paint, right? So the judge is going to go and look at the evidence. And to her, 2 grown people fighting, But I feel proud of myself. I feel good for myself. I know my intentions. I know my intentions wasn't to step out that door until she started attacking somebody else. Until she attacked somebody else. And I was so caught off guard. I had just had a C-section 5 months prior. So that I had no intentions to actually put my hands on somebody. And then you put your hands on me. And even then, you didn't. You swung on me and you missed. That's what made me fall. And when I fell, I was able to flip you over me. That's why I ended up on top. Because rule goes, how I've been taught, don't you ever end up on the bottom. I don't care what you got to do to end up on top, but you better never end up on the bottom. And even then, you had my hair. And it was only until after you bit me that I actually physically put my hands on you. And then I tore you up. I tore you up out the frame, which is all recorded. However, it is what it is, you know. So I take it as a learning lesson from going forward. I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that nobody hurt. Like, no, we had some injuries, but nobody's life was lost. I think that was the biggest thing for me. Like, nobody's life was lost. Like I said, I just came out of C-section a few months ago, and then I had a C-section prior to that. So I had 2 babies back to back. I had 2 C-sections in 3 years. I could have split right open when I fell the first time. Thank God has built me like a freaking ox, that I'm more muscular than anything. So, you know, I can withstand a lot, and have been my whole entire life. Thank you, God. And I didn't hurt myself, or she didn't hurt herself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just about her. But for you to just go and attack somebody else, and for you to bite me in my face and I need 10 stitches and then I got a tetanus shot. I don't even believe in vaccines. None of my kids are vaccinated. So with certain things that I had to do that were for my own safety. Thank God she didn't have any type of diseases or anything. I ran my whole panel again. So I got my whole panel done again. Had to go to the doctor, get stitches out my eyebrow removed and all this other stuff. But going to the doctor, like I said, getting my panel run again. I'm very up on that type of stuff. Thank God all of my stuff came out. My blood sugar is a little high, so I have to work on that. But I'm big on also getting my annuals as well, so that is out the way. I am thankful that I don't have anything, or they didn't find anything, because y'all know my family history and what it consists of, and you know, and stuff like that. My mom is currently battling stage 4 cancer, and I'm just happy that I'm in good health, like, you know, to be 39 years old the other day and not have to worry about being on any type of medication is just great to me. I know I'm sitting here talking to y'all when I should be cooking, right? Yeah. So let me get this out. And we're going to be putting our pancakes in here. Let me see. Deflection and denial, absolutely. Does she have mental issues? Kathy, I was thinking the same thing. Hey, let's talk about it. She is a great actress. She thought she would get over. I think so too. I think she does struggle with something. Let me be honest. I think she does struggle for something. So when I look at mental illness, I know a lot of people see mental illness, right? But when I look at mental illness, I believe that the body is dealing with multiple spirits, right? We are a spirit, right? We're encased in flesh, right? If you're anything of a Christian background, or most whatever religion you in, even if it's not Christianity, we believe that, you know, we are spirits encased in flesh, right? And then when you pass away in the Christian belief is that you go to God, right? So when I look at a body, or when I look at a person, I try not to look at the flesh. I try to look at the spirit that lays behind the flesh, okay? And over the years, you know, so when someone deals with mental illness, to me, is dealing with multiple spirits, multiple different personalities, schizophrenia, bipolar, you know, these type of words that you literally can switch. Somebody can switch. It's like somebody else is different inside. You know, they even call wine and spirits because you deal with different spirits, right? So I'm going to try to scratch the surface, not go too deep. So I do believe that she deals with stuff. And I do believe that she deals with multiple spirits. That I do believe. However, I do hear that even the idea that she, because I'm pretty sure at this point she had lied about her husband dying. Because she had talked to us. This is when we did mediation. The court advised us to take mediation, so we did that. And when we took mediation, the courts was like, you know, like the mediator was kind of like, she was like, oh, I just lost my husband. And something about it just was like, I don't think she just lost her husband, bro. Like, I really don't. And I'm pretty sure she lied about that as well. And I get it, you trying to get out of something, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I don't know, because she didn't mention it to anything about it in this court. So I think that was her like game during mediation. And my response to that was kind of like, the guy was like, well, why would she lie about her husband dying? I was like, why would she lie? You just heard a lie about something else. Like, didn't you hear her just say this and then she turned around and say that? Like, this is what people do when they feel like they're trying to get out of something. But for me to lose so much in my eyesight, I'm not just going back down. Like, you know, it is what it is. And we can go to court. And at that point, I was actually willing to drop the what my insurance paid out for my damages were, which was in the amount of like maybe like $4,000, $5,000, something around that way. So I was willing to let that go, and she wouldn't even take that, you know. So it is what it is. But yeah, I believe, and I had to tell her, like, you know, I mean, I get it. Sorry to hear that your husband had passed away, even though I didn't believe it. Sorry to hear that your husband passed away, but at the same time, my mom is battling stage 4 cancer. My sister passed away in a car accident 3 years ago. We are taking care of her 3 children, and not taking care, we're raising her 3 children. I want to make that specific, because it's not, to me, it's not a detriment that I'm raising my nieces and nephews. To me, it's just more the reality that we got 6 kids. I don't come to court and be like, oh, I got all these life stuff going on, or whatever the case may be. This is my life, and a lot of it is just a blessing. It just depends on how you look at it. So I'm not going to look at it like that. You know, is it hard work? Absolutely. Does it require us to do a lot? Absolutely. But am I sad about it? Absolutely not. You know, but it is things that we're going through and that I had to deal with, you know. Y'all don't know. I don't think, well, I'm not gonna say I don't think she might not understand how it feels to have a situation where, you know, you hoping that your mom wakes up, you hoping that, you know, you don't get no news of somebody passing away or something like that, or whatever the case may be. You hoping that your mom has many years left so that she can explore stuff with her grandchildren, because to be honest, that's the only one who really watches my kids. I do have one cousin out here. She be like, girl, just drop them off. But I'm waiting for us to have a serious situation where I actually have to drop them off. But other than that, hold on, y'all, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Hold on, let me wash my hands. Hold on, y'all. Other than that, it just is what it is. And I'm not here, I'm nobody's maker or nothing. But yeah, lying is something that I just don't like and I don't tolerate. Oh my God, please do not connect her to a disability other than the fact that she feels she was above you and deemed you unworthy. I do believe that you did the right thing, because if lessons are never taught, they are never learned. Absolutely. And the fact that she works for a school system. I think that overall, that one kind of got me. Like, you work for a whole entire school. You know, well, you work for a grade in a school. You know, so it just is what it is. But on to the next. So today will be garnishment day. I've done it before. A lot of these things that you can do it on your own. Unfortunately, my state is a little bit harder to do all of this stuff, but I'm getting it done. And we have garnished before. A lot of times you don't need a lawyer to do certain things, but the state will tell you that you need a lawyer because they want that money. But there are a lot of good clerks in the office that I have to go to that I've been there before, and they're really sweet. They're very sweet. And like I said, I feel like for the most part, there are some people, it don't matter how you treat them, it don't matter how you go about it, but for the most part, you can be nice to people and people will reciprocate that niceness. You know, they will reciprocate that that just being in the spirit of just being like, hey, how can I help you? You know, and even if you find somebody who isn't in that spirit, you can still get them there. You know, nice people who somebody before them had a nasty attitude, so then that attitude rub up on them and you got to bring them on back. Like, baby, it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. We just keep on going. And I'm not sure what we're going to use that money for. Maybe just to save, maybe to take the family on a nice vacation. I know we were trying to go out the country at the end of the year, so maybe doing something along that lines, but it will go to good use. I don't know, maybe putting the kids in an extracurricular activity, something. Y'all know I'm into or trying to invest in some type of property, whether commercial or investment house or something along those lines, but something to make sure that my kids have. There's certain things that I want to leave behind for them. You know, hopefully I won't go until of an old age, but there are certain things that I want to leave for my children, you know, as most parents do. So, and that's my aim, you know, to work hard, but to also enjoy them as well. You know, I don't want to be one of them parents that I'm doing all of this for you, and then you never reach out to your kid, you never spend time with them because you're so busy trying to make a bag, and at the end of the day, sometimes you don't even make it to what you want, and then you just miss on the times that you spend with your kids. You know, I know a couple people like that and a couple adults like that, so it is what it is. But you know, you know. And then I just got a husband who just know how to do all that stuff. I'm like, oh, Daddy, how you do this? How you print out this paper? Show me, tell me. I thought the day of the fight was fight. She was flexing. Her husband was a cop. Yes, she was, and they were going to jail. Like, he did instance, right? And what's crazy is y'all. I have like the video footage, and I'm still not, because some of the things that she was saying, maybe I'll blur out her face, but some of the things, like, I have all the videos, and I only showed y'all the video of one part. But I have the videos of her saying, like, you know, my husband is a cop, you know, da 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 da, and then all of a sudden we talk to him and he's not a cop. My husband suspects that she probably was dating somebody, and she was dating somebody and it didn't go the way that it was supposed to go, maybe because of this situation, and he kind of cut it off. Because she, not saying that, as I know some people who are married who don't wear rings, but she never had a ring on. It's never been a time where, like, she was saying that in the court, like, yeah, my husband is a cop, or whatever the case may be, but she was so forthcoming with everything else, where she worked, her address. Like, these are things that I did not ask her. I didn't ask her what her address was. I didn't go searching for her address. She told me her address. So it was just certain things that I'm like, well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. And if she did have a husband as a cop and he did pass away, I'm sorry to hear it, you know, sorry for her. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't lying, but I didn't get that she was telling the truth. But yes, absolutely, you're absolutely right. She did say all those things. She absolutely said all those things. Absolutely said all those things. And that's how I felt like she might have got over on the magistrate court side, because of all those things. But I also take into account that she didn't have, I didn't have the police, what do you call that thing? I didn't have the police body camera. And that was like $100 and something. I didn't have the police body camera footage at that time. It took about, I want to say, like 4 or 5 months just for me to get the police body camera footage, which I thought was crazy, because you have court and you want people to go to court, but they don't have all their evidence. So I don't know. And that court I lost because lack of evidence. So it is what it is. But, you know, and to be fair, I don't know, even though she's done certain things, I don't know if her losing her job would have made me feel good. Like, you know, I know that she's a mom at very least, right? Because her 2 sons had got their hair done. So at very least, I know that she's a mom. So at very least, I still believe that you should, I don't want to make it harder on you to be able to feed your family. And that's just real talk. Like, it's real talk. I wouldn't want somebody to be out of a job, you know. And if you get taken away from one school, you probably would be, you know, a problem across the board as far as schools. So like I said, when I look at something, I don't just be like, oh, I'm mad, you know, I want to see them do bad, I want to see them fall. No, absolutely not. You know, because when I make mistakes, and I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, I wanted people to show me grace, so I try to do the same for others. You know, and she has apologized. It's just that the apology always comes with something else. So, you know. Isaias, you okay? I turned on this vent, y'all, so if y'all can't hear me. The only one that's up is Papa. So I'm gonna use the same pan to make some bacon, but you know the kids don't eat bacon. I'm just gonna have green beans for breakfast, so I haven't gotten to that yet, and I should. So I'm gonna turn on my pan, and then we're also gonna have green beans for lunch. I'm gonna use some of these glazed carrots, and I'm gonna put that with our. I don't have no water. I don't want to go outside to get water. I'm gonna put. That's why I didn't turn them on. I'm gonna put some of these glazed carrots. Oh, she haven't coming downstairs. You can grab me some water. I'm gonna give them some glazed carrots for breakfast as well. But I want to get these green beans out the way. And like I said, I kind of thinking about spring rolls. Good morning, baby. Somebody was in our bed last night. I want to do spring rolls just because I have these shiitake mushrooms and I don't want them going bad. Trying to just be better at keeping a budget on cooking and what we spend and stuff. This food is expensive. Good morning. Food is expensive, so I want it to be, you know, something that we can not waste our time on. What did the kids eat for breakfast this morning? Okay. I hate when folks lie. Absolutely. Absolutely. But one of my friends had told me a while ago, like, you can't, can you grab another bottle? One of my friends had told me a while ago, and I totally believe her. At first I was like, huh? She was like, you can't expect, she was like, you can only expect lies out of a liar. It's certain people that you know are just going to lie. It's certain people in my family, whether it's exaggerating or they're trying to be funny or whatever, you know, you can't take everything for face value. And that's so true. When somebody is a liar, that's what they're going to do. They're going to lie. Now, that doesn't mean that they will always be a liar, but they will lie. They will lie. My problem is that most of the time, now don't get me wrong, I have been a child and I have lied to get myself out of situations. But as I've gotten older, it's just kind of like, yo, if I did it, I did it. You know, the consequences come with it, to be honest, for most things. So that's my take on it now. But that has helped me a lot, where, you know, you can't expect the truth from a liar. They don't lie to you 150,000 times. You can still be cool with them. You can still be cordial with them, but expect what you already know of who they are, you know? I can't expect positivity from a troll. It's cool to get it, but I can't expect that they be honest, you know? If you don't like me, you don't like me. I keep my circle small anyway. Alright, I'm gonna keep cutting up these green beans. So I'm doing two things at one time, y'all. Making these pancakes. Shavin brought the water in. Thank you. This may look like a lot of butter because it probably is. I have somebody who want to get tattoos. For those who don't know, I do tattoo as well. I had somebody who I've done like a tattoo of a lion on her hand. She reached back out to me. She wants to get a touch up. From what I understand, tattoos on the hand, they fade fast anyway. And she has a friend who wants to get a cross on his neck. I'm not too comfortable. I was comfortable with her coming with her kids. However, I don't know this gentleman. So to kind of get me prepared, I am going to get like a chair at my business so that I can do tattoos there. That way that they can just come after work or like a day that I'm off. And I don't have to worry about having people in my home. So that's my plan. I'm going to try to get the chair today. I found some on the marketplace for like $75 that look pretty good. And it also will be double used as like a waxing chair as well, because we do offer waxing. So I'm going to try to get that today. And for $75, who can beat it? And I'll probably charge at least $75 to $100 for one of the tattoos. I don't charge a lot because I'll be like, you want me to tattoo what? Where? What about something on your ankle or something on your back? Something that nobody ain't really going to see. Y'all just be trying to like, oh, I need one on my neck. I need one on my hand. I'm like, dang, like, okay, shoot. If you believe in me, I guess I believe in me too. Hey, Sweets here. Hey, Sweets. Do you ever put cottage cheese or ricotta on your pancakes? I don't have either. But that sounds good because I like both of them. Let's talk about it. Come on now. Y'all be introducing me to a new level. Yes, Isaias, y'all be introducing me to a new level. Because I ain't never heard of it. But baby, you know I will try it. So which one tastes better, ricotta cheese or the... Hold on. The cottage cheese or the ricotta, which one tastes better? Thank you, calling out nonsense. So yeah. So it is sweets. Now, I know you probably don't want to get into it, but who was bothered? What happened? What happened? Y'all know I've been out the scene. I'm like, okay, I see Sweets live. Let me go in. Let me say hey or whatever the case may be. You don't have to go into all detail because you know it is what it is. People always constantly bring your name up. But briefly, what happened? Why was somebody talking about you again? Because I'll be like, yo, every time, like if I catch a replay or if you were Jaden or sharing something, it's usually y'all. It's usually dating, doing some dance or singing or acting or something like that. I don't understand why your name be brought up. I don't understand. And I wasn't about to do the research to try to figure it out. But I was like, wait, what did Sweets do? What did Sweets do? Like, what's going on? All right, so I'm going to start my green beans over here. Give me 1 second. So I put a little bit of water. I like my green beans not to be as soft as canned green beans, but I do like to cook my green beans out a decent amount. Hold on. What's W? What's YA? What symbol is that? Many names, actually. Oh my God, girl, I've been out the scene. I was called a con on Black History Month, minding my business Black Wow on Facebook. That is crazy. Fake boxers called her a name. Oh, Tibby? You talking about Tibby? I add the ricotta in my pink. Oh, okay. I might have to try that. It's like dairy. Okay. Yeah, I might have to try that. That sounds actually pretty good. I can see that working. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know what people be having out for people. It'd be like, oh, she's over there minding her business. Oh, okay, let's bring her up. Oh, I'm over here fighting for Black people and the well-being of Black people and people who've been taken advantage of. Oh, well, let me talk about this Black woman right here. So, that's crazy. All you can do is keep minding your business, friend. Keep minding your business, friend. Because you a millionaire anyway. Every time I turn around, you giving out money. I be like, dang, what Sweets win, like the lottery or something like that? That's probably why people be mad. Because I be like, dang, like, either you a rug dealer or you got some kind of kingdom back. I know you were, I think you were born here. But your family got some kind of kingdom somewhere. Or you just won a lottery. Or you just save really well. Because I be like, dang, Sweets is always giving away money. But at the same time, that's why your pockets never stay empty. I know when the fiends come to my car and they be like, oh, can I have $5 off? Dang. You good with two? It's like, nah. Usually whatever they ask for, I give them. If I hear God tell me something, I'll give them whatever he tells me to give them. Usually. Even if I know they lying, even if that ain't none of my business. You ask for it, you seem less fortunate, I'm going to give it to you because you asked. And I'm going to try to give it to you at that time. Sometimes I'll be afraid to roll out my window, but I'm like, Sweets got to be doing something because ain't no way everything legal. It's like, nah, just like, JK. And if it is illegal, it's your business. I ain't gonna snitch. I only snitched one time in that movie. But yeah, I think staying out the way is for the best. So, and that's what I've been trying to do too. Girl, I love to, I give two bloops about what they say. God definitely keep providing. God moves me, you know, friend. Absolutely. 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 And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I will never understand. I will never understand. The bloggers, I kind of do, even when they do it to like multiple different people. But I will never understand people just getting on the same person that you swear up and down that you can't stand, but you make money off of them. And then maybe it's because you know you making money off of them because you can't stand them. Maybe that's the real tea. Like, you know you making money off the person that you can't stand, and the only time that you making money is when you can't stand them. The only time you making money is when you keep talking about them. That would frustrate me. I have to keep talking about you to feel like I'm advancing in life. And then I have to deny it to the people that I'm trying to convince that I don't really mess with you. It's crazy. Regardless of how you feel about them, regardless of how you care about them, regardless of what you think or what mistakes they made or what they did to children allegedly or what they didn't do or whatever the case may be, I'll meet they op and I'll sit with them and know that they did the same thing, and they come out and say they did the same thing. Is absolutely wild. And that's from before, when I was actually like keeping up with stuff. But you know what happens when you focus on the wrong things and you focus on the things that are not connected to you directly? Even though you're given the eyes to see, don't mean you got to speak on everything or be a part of everything. You just let it keep rolling, because they will all fall. Just like any enemy that's tried to come up against me, they all fall. They all fall. Thank God, they all fall. They all fall right before my eyes. And sometimes I don't even, the people who try to be funny, even at the shop, giving them grace, giving them, you know, hey, you know, you can have this, or, you know, hey, you a beautiful person, you do good work, you know, you just got to believe in yourself, you got to da-da-da. And they turned around and tried to bite the hand that was literally feeding them. All moved back home. All lost their jobs. All scrambling, you know, through the grapevine. No longer in a relationship that was already not serving them. Stuff like that. So you just focus on what you got to focus on. You just keep going in the direction that you've been told to keep going on, because everybody got a purpose. And just because you got a purpose and a reason for being on this earth don't mean that you're serving that purpose gracefully. And this is me, even though I fall short. I saw May was live or whatever. I try to get support where support is. If I sometimes I'll catch like Summer's live and I'll like replay it while I'm just like doing something or whatever. I try to do Jack sometimes, but then she start going off about all this cursing and stuff like that. My kids can't be up, so I gotta turn. But Summer, she pretty, like, you know, it is what it is as far as like whatever, like conversation. But I'll catch it, I'll watch some of it, I'll make sure I like it, I'll make sure I support it, or whatever the case may be. Including May. Saw May was up live or whatever. Let me go over here and say what's up to my, you know, peoples that are, I ain't been over here in a while. And of course people in the comments. And nobody said anything that actually ruffled my feathers or anything like that. I said what I said, and I mean what I mean, or whatever the case may be. But I just be like, dang, like, why you mad at little old me? Why you mad at little old me? Oh, my life is boring? It's because I'm on my business? It's because I'm out here trying to get to a bag? I'm already at the bag. I just gotta be, you know, disciplined enough to stay and get the bag. What you doing? I said, what you doing? Oh, okay. All right, so I didn't turn on the green bean water. Y'all always never tell me that I didn't turn on something on. Let me see. Amen. So that be what it is. So the pancakes are done. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna put some vegetable bouillon cubes in this pot. I'm gonna make spring rolls tonight. So I'll probably be live probably around like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So if y'all want to see me make spring rolls, they will be vegetarian spring rolls. I was going to make salmon croquettes, which I might still make. But I was going to make salmon croquettes. But we got fried rice left. I might just make, I don't know. I'm gonna start with the fried spring rolls. I might make the salmon croquettes maybe Thursday or Friday. But I need to get rid of the shiitake mushrooms so they don't go bad. Because I'm going to be mad if they go bad and then I want to cook them. I'm going to put a little oil with my green beans. And because I use filtered water, I try to do less. And then if I need to add more, I can add more because you can always add salt, but don't add too much, okay? So I'm just going to add a little bit. Also going to add my pepper. My spices are in the cabinet, but I probably will add some onion powder, you know, stuff like that. So these should be ready to flip. And like I said, I'm going to use this same pan to make my turkey bacon for shaving. I'm just going to eat some green beans today, and that's what I'm going to eat. So, do y'all eat breakfast? Are y'all like breakfast people? And let's be clear, I feel like it's okay to be cool with people on social media. It's okay to support who you want to support. And I feel bad for the people who ostracize people because they want to support certain people. I feel like that's completely whack. If somebody wants to support somebody, let them support somebody. Let them support somebody. Let them support whoever they want to support. It's people out here who not doing the right people, not doing the right people, literally, not supporting the right people, literally. And it will work when it's supposed to work for them. If they supposed to be friends with them forever and a half, they'll be friends with them forever and a half. If they ain't supposed to be friends with them and they, you know, crooked or whatever the case may be, then they need to learn a lesson. It's a reason why they cool with them. It's a reason why you sit with them. And this ain't to protect nobody. This is just what it is. If you cool with certain people on social media, just be cool with them. If you want to be a blogger, be a blogger. What you got? Come on. Come here. You gonna put your pasta in the same? Oh, that boogie. Ew. Let me see. You got boogie. You see pancakes? They gonna be good, son. They gonna be good, son. Ooh, that hip getting a little small, ain't it? You gotta wait, okay? I'm about to make your plate right now. Okay? Okay, it's hot, so you gotta get down. You see, it's hot. Ooh, hot. Ooh, hot. You gotta get down. You don't touch, okay? Okay, you burn your hand. If you touch it, you're gonna burn your hand. Here, go put this in the sink. Nope, go put it in the sink. You up. Nope, only when you sleep. Go put that pacifier in the sink. Go put it in the sink, boy. Put it in the sink. Now, Isaias. Put it in the sink. Good job. Good job. Wrong side, but good job. Alright, so we're gonna make some turkey bacon. I like to cook. Take that off. I like to cook shiitake mushrooms inside of cauliflower rice with olive oil, garlic, and Cajun seasoning. That actually sounds good. Let's talk about it. Let me find out. You my cooking partner, because the ricotta and the pancakes. Oh yeah, I might have to do that. I strongly might have to do that. Like, yeah, that's something that I never thought of, but something that I would definitely try to do because I could see it working. I feel like it would make it more fluffy. It would definitely make it more airy, same as fluffy. And it definitely will probably put like a little bit of tart to it, especially if you're making like a specific type of pancake. I can see that working with like I know they're pretty much everywhere, but is it First Watch? First Watch has the best carrot pancakes. You can actually taste like the fruit and stuff in it, which I absolutely love. And they are just so freaking good. And I can see like ricotta really working on them pancakes. Like, ooh, yeah. I can see that working. And Sweets can cook too. Sweets can cook too. Let me tell you. I remember me tasting them sambusas that she had made. Baby. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. This Thai restaurant that I go to, they have chicken ones. Absolutely great. I love a good cook. But I feel like people, like I said before, I feel like people who can cook, they cook from their like They cook from like their spirit. Like they cook from their spirit. You know, I don't know how to put that. They just, when people cook, when I taste somebody who know how to cook, first of all, I don't taste everybody's food. So if I taste your food, Isaias, come pick up this pillow. If I taste your food, means I mess with you. Because I don't taste everybody's food like that. In certain people's food, I'm like, nah, I'm good. You cool and all, but I'm good. I'm going to pay attention to your mannerisms. I'm going to pay attention to how you cook your food. I'm going to pay attention to how clean you are. You know, just throughout the day. Just me seeing you throughout the day. So if I taste your food, yeah. Yes, Papa. I'm about to make your plate, okay? All right, and for the kids, I'm just going to heat up some carrots. They really like the carrots. I made some glazed carrots. Hey, don't touch the stove. Do you hear me? You are not starving. And I think I'll put some glazed carrots in here for me too. Ooh, baby, it's too late. Y'all, we watched at the and we was watching I put a TV in the shop. So we were watching what was we watching? We watched Poetic Justice. We watched A Thin Line Between, no, we didn't watch A Thin Line Between Love. What's love got to do with it? And when I tell you, ain't nobody cared when Ike passed away. Ain't nobody cared when Ike passed away, and I feel so bad for him. And chances are, maybe Ike can't even do all the stuff that they suggested Ike did. I do believe he put his hands on Tina. But maybe some of that stuff is falsified. I forgot one got no paper plate. Maybe some of the stuff he did was falsified. Just maybe. Because there's no way, if Ike had put that cake in front of me, that I would have turned it down. Because that cake looked good. It's a little dry, but the cake looked good. But ain't nobody here. And to be fair, and I know some of y'all might not agree with me, but to be fair, just follow along before I say this. I kind of blame Tina. I kind of blame Tina for the whippings that she received, okay? And here's why. Here's why, right? And we're going by the movie because I don't know their whole life story. You know, they kind of, you know, they say that everything is pretty much true or whatever the case may be. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of truth to it. But hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, y'all. Just so y'all know I'm not tripping. So, right. In the beginning of the movie, right? Tina's sister, Tina's mom, the person that was helping Tina, her friend who's introduced her to the Buddhism religion or whatever the case may be, they all told her that Ike was no good. Okay, that's number one. Your friend told you, your mom told you, everybody told you that she was that this person was no good, right? Number two, then Tina had the nerve to lay in the bed, right? Because Tina was, you know, now the mom said that it's cool or whatever the case may be. It was a late night. Tina was the last one staying there. No. Let's back up. This number two, right? Number two was Ike's girl had just walked upstairs, his wife, his baby mother, because she had 2 boys by him. Ike's baby mother walked upstairs, right? And when she walked upstairs, her and Ike already had a problem going on. Tina and Ike that same night was downstairs at the piano, and Tina closed her eyes thinking that Ike was about to kiss her, right? And then Ike turned around and said, when the last time you been to the dentist, right? Tina was already hot in the pants, okay? Tina was already hot in the pants before they even did anything. Don't ever mess with somebody. Don't ever be somebody's side piece. You wait till that situation is over and then you can, you know, do what y'all do. But you don't ever be, I will never be somebody's side, well, I'm married. But I will never be somebody's side piece willingly. That was always my thing. I found out you cheating. It's over with. Like, it's over with. I'm gonna play in your face until I get what I want, and then it was over with. That was me in the past, right? So right. So Tina sat down at the piano. Oh, you need cavities. Da 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 da. Right. This is before they got into a relationship. This number two. Number three. Number three. Which was, I feel like strike number three was the hardest thing that God could put in front of your face to tell you, hey, back up from him. You know? But you still ain't listen, right? So number three. Tina is laying in the bed because Ike is like, oh, it's too late. I don't want you to have to go home, right? I don't want you to have to go home. Go ahead and go to sleep. And she like, oh, okay, Ike. So she lay in the guest bed. Shorty walks in. His woman walks in with a strap, points it at you while you sleeping comfortably in some other woman's house. It was like, and you screaming for your life. Oh, don't do this, don't do this, don't do it, or whatever. Thank God she didn't unalive you at that time. She goes ahead, goes in her room, and then doesn't try to unalive you or him. She tried to unalive herself when she had 2 boys by him. You know she's stressed out. She ain't trying to unalive you or him. If that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is. That's number three. Then that same night, when I didn't even want to go to the hospital. The ambulance was pulling out or whatever the case may be. I turned around, was like, man, I don't even got time for this. Went into the house, was about to go into the house, and his little pick-me friend, the big-headed one, his little pick-me friend was the one that was like, come on, let's go to the hospital. She needs you. So they go to the hospital. You come back home, and then you sleep with Tina while your wife is in the hospital with a self-inflicted strap wound. And Tina, you still gave it up. Just hot in the pants. I just feel like it was Tina's fault. It was Tina's fault. The first time, bless you. The first time you can't blame her. The second time it's all you, baby. Shabby, can you hand me the agave, please? Second time it's all you, baby. And there was more. There was more. Isaiah, come and get this. Come and get this. Come and get this pillow, baby. Go to the back. Mommy's about to give you some food, okay? Then, after you get married, before you have kids with them, where you still could have got a divorce, the wife come back and drop off all the kids. And he like, what I'm going to do with 2 more kids? No, this was after she had her baby. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Tina's or Ike's? If people show you that they're who they are, you can't be mad because you're trying to change them into something that they supposedly not. Then you mad because he's treating you the same way that you saw him treat somebody else. This go with friendship. This go with marriage. This goes with relationships. This goes with businesses. This goes with jobs. This goes with anything. If you see somebody doing something, this is why when I get into business with people, if I don't see you moving correctly in your own business, I can't rock with you in business. And it's not because you don't have a good heart. It's not because you aren't a good person. It's because that you don't hustle as hard as I hustle. So I know that if I get into a business venture with you, it ain't going to work because I already see your work ethic. I already see who you are. You already showed me who you are. So then for me to turn around and get in some type of relationship, whether business or whatever with you, will be on me because I ultimately see what you're showing me. And certain family members, I would never ask to get into business with them. And it's not because they bad people. It's not that I don't love them down. It's just that I see how you move in your own business. I see how you move in your own relationship. You saw how Ike moved in his own situation. So why would you turn around and then get with him? And then be mad at the way that he treated you? I'm just saying. All to women, have a wonderful day. All right, my sweets. You making me hungry, so hungry, friend. Girl, you look slim you look slim. I like to cook my shiitake mushrooms inside of cauliflower rice. Oh, I already read that one. I already read that one. All right, so this is pretty much it. I'm gonna wait till these carrots heat up just a little bit. The babies are gonna eat it. I'm gonna have some green beans, some carrots, and some broccoli for breakfast. But I totally believe that was Tina. Totally believe that was on Tina. Now, do I believe that she deserved to get hit? Absolutely not. I do not believe that Tina Turner deserved to get hit. But were the signs showing a long time before you even dated him? Absolutely. And you have to be accountable for your own self. This is why in the situation with the lady who bit me in my face, this is why I could say there's certain things that I could have did better, because there are certain things that I could have did better. Could I made more effort to try to do something else? Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody has to be accountable in some form of way, because it's absolutely true. All right, let me make sure this ain't bad, because I don't know. Yeah, this is bad. January is bad. Why do you have that, Papa? Excuse me. So, yeah. So, I'm about to flip these over. This is pretty much done. It's turkey bacon. Make my baby daddy a plate. I'm going to get the kids carrots, and I'm going to give them some fruit. I thought I took out the fruit dish. Did you put back the fruit dish? Did you put back the fruit dish? No? Where is it? No, where did I put the fruit? Oh, right here in my face. So I'm going to give them some of these strawberries. Y'all know I got to look at fruit to make sure that it's good. I'm going to give them some strawberries. I'm going to give them a couple blueberries. Everything is sweet on here. So I try to like make not everything sweet, but everything's sweet today. And then these carrots should be warm enough for them. I don't want it too hot. So Isaiah's going to tear these carrots up. I'm going to turn off this front eye. Isaiah, please leave those dishes alone. Put them back. You about to eat. Go sit down. Joyous, go ahead and go sit down at the table, baby. Okay. She said, I will. All right. And then when I make salmon croquettes, I'm also going to try to make some grits. Yeah. That way, they got these pancakes for tomorrow. There should be enough pancakes for breakfast for them. They got turkey bacon, so Shavin don't have to get them cereal for breakfast. And they got everything that they need, okay? And I'm also going to heat up this broccoli in this pan. This pan got like mad stuff on it. So I'm going to heat up this broccoli. And this is going to be it. Shavin made some tea, so juice. So I'm just going to put it in a container, wash these dishes, and get my day started. Alright, y'all, and that's it. This is the baby's food, okay? They have some glazed carrots that I made the other day for dinner. They have some blueberries, they have some strawberries, and they have some pancakes for breakfast. And I'm going to have some broccoli. I'm going to make Shavin's plate real quick. I'm just going to let the carrots cool off. What are y'all doing? Isaiah, please stop and chill out. You about to eat breakfast, okay? For Shavin, I'm going to give him 2 pancakes, 2 strips of bacon, Put some agave. We don't use syrup. We use agave. We don't need no butter. No more butter. My broccoli is pretty much cooked, so I'm going to take this off. This is broccoli from yesterday that I didn't eat for lunch. I'm going to give Shavin some carrots. And I'm going to also give him some fruits. I found some plums at Sprouts. Those things are so freaking good. I'm going to try to get some more. Shavin. You want 2 pancakes or 3? And then I'm gonna pour my baby's drinks. My green beans are pretty much just going, y'all. I know y'all can't really see them, but they're just going.
Apparently, he's the first name that gotta get served in the house.
Isaias, your food is coming. Boys always act like that when it comes to food. My nephew did the same thing. Anytime I would cook, he was like on my heels. Anytime. Now I do attribute that to I can cook, but Isaias, you want to get served last. Oh, did I bring 1 cup? Shadow, can you grab me another cup of eggs? I know he crying, y'all, but don't give in. This is how they get their way. You just keep carrying on what you're doing. You don't be petty and, you know, not feed them, but you just keep doing what you're doing. They have to learn how to wait. Don't reward bad behavior. All right, y'all. That is it. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in this morning. I'm glad to see y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed and prosperous day and stay in the lane of what you're supposed to do today. Don't worry about the nonsense, because the nonsense will come when you're trying to get yourself together. I appreciate y'all tuning in because I didn't expect the people that were here today. Okay, I know later on in the evening we be a little bit popping over here, and in the morning I want to try something new, so I'm happy that y'all tuned into me and with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I promise you the little boy in the background is absolutely fine. He just want to eat, and he's gonna get his plate in a second. And other than that, y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all much. Bye.